All right, we are live.
All right.
Woo,
Cheers,
man, if
y'all.
y'all, yeah, cheers, cheers, cheers. If y'all didn't see it, man, get that hashtag in. We have 11 of them to do tonight. So I'm going to spin this first one here in about 5 minutes or so. It's hashtag BNC, um, whatever political party that might be. No, it stands for Blue Note Crossroads. And it's the one I'm sipping on first here. And I can tell you, it's good. But it is an honorable mention. It's an honorable mention among the others. Now, don't hate me for one of them. I had to put it in there because even though it's not my favorite, it is quite popular and it is really, really good. It's just not strong enough for me, but we'll get to that one here after a while. But Blue Note Crossroads, honorable mention on the finished bourbons. And I put finished in. This is finished with. Some of them are going to be finished with, because what that means is they didn't change barrels. They just put staves down in the barrel and let it age a little more that way. But I just
Gotcha.
put finished in on all of these. So yeah, there'll be some call outs there. But anyway, Blue Note Crossroads, hashtag BNC, were 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. I will say this, the entries are going to be amazing tonight. They get bigger and bigger every time. But before we
Oh,
get into
sweet.
that, what are you sipping on, Mark?
Starting off with since you were going with some of this finished stuff, I started off with a little bit of this Penelope, the
Toasted.
toasted.
Yeah. Getting the marshmallow goodness going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's quite good.
Yep.
It's light.
Man,
Doesn't quite drink. It's 100 proof, but it drinks probably around I'd say 85, 90 proof, something like that. Really easy to drink on.
yeah, once I had the that one toasted barrel, um, I didn't pick toasted barrels for finish tonight. I picked the ones that you're going to see some port wine, some Chardonnay, some Cabernet,
Mm-hmm.
some different
Well,
ones like that.
I grabbed this one for my second pour. This is
Yeah,
a TX finished in Pedro Jimenez cask,
Sherry
PX
PX
cask.
Sherry.
They're really it's really good, and you can tell it's looking.
I do have a bourbon
Oh,
finished in the same,
cheers, Jimmy.
but cheers, William Hall. We're doing
William
the first
Hall.
hashtag already. There it is. He got it. Oh man, if people win multiple entries tonight, they're going to be in for
Mm.
a good time. So the next giveaway is
Mm.
December 7th. Not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after that, the Thanksgiving Thursday show.
Mm-hmm.
Big Daddy H will be here, and I believe my son Blake will still be here too. We may do some kind of after party some night where we go ahead and set up the studio and do some singing or something.
Oh, that'd be
So
good. Hadn't seen
we'll
that in a
see.
while.
Yep.
A little
And
bourbon after dark.
yeah, a little Bourbon Bounty after dark. I try to keep it over there because I don't want to get copyright strikes on the channel. So I do it over at the Bourbon Bounty
Oh,
after dark.
how you gonna do that? Y'all don't sing that good now. Come on.
We get them every time. Mm. It's partly because, like Blake likes to sing Wagon Wheel, and I like to do
Yeah.
an Eagles song here or there, or Leonard Skinner. And man, Eagles do not want,
Mm.
they've got the algorithms going. I mean, if you play it anywhere
Oh yeah.
remotely close to their song, they're going to
Yeah.
peg you with it.
Ah well.
And I get the strike over there, but it's not monetized, so I don't care.
Exactly.
So anyway, don't clutter this channel up and stuff. But yeah, we are coming up on we got about one more minute BNC for this first spin. Blue Note Crossroads. There it is one more time. Finished in toasted French oak. And this is the one toasted. I can get a little of that marshmallow out of it. But since we have so many to do, I'm going to go ahead and present this screen. And we are
Okay.
going to spin this thing. So let's do this. And whoa, there's 12. Okay, good luck, everybody. Here we go. And we are going to progressively give Hanukkah. Lonnie won the first one. Helen.
Oh, congratulations, Helen.
All right, get that down. Mark that one off. And stop sharing and get the next one set up. This would typically be the first one I would post, but we are going to go ahead. If it'll hurry. There it is. I forgot to reset my router. If I get bumped off of here, I'll be back.
Well,
Now,
thank you, Joe.
I remember the initials. What is this one? Oh, yeah. Wheat penny. This is finished with, actually, black cherry and toasted oak. This is the number 10 on the list tonight, and it's hashtag WP. And you can see it's worth 15 entries to the quarterly drawing already.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I may grab it next just to have a little sip of it. I'm about done with this blue note here. I'm going to put it back and get the wheat penny. But this one is now I'll go ahead and tell y'all each one of these, like each spin, the first one was worth 10 entries, then 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and the last one's worth 60 entries to the quarterly drawing. So it's going to be a heck of a giveaway night tonight.
Where's Wheat Penny from?
Let me grab it right quick. Wheat Penny is Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, no.
Now it's finished and bottled, Cleveland, Ohio. So this is going to be a procured, and a lot of people do that with the procured whiskey. They'll take it and try to make it their own, so they finish it in some way or another. But I'm going to get it ready. Now, some of them on this list are not Indiana juice, so they're going to be distilled and all from.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the good things now is, I mean, there is so much MGP there, which in gobs of different brands, but there are other distillers now that are sourcing in Indiana that's not MGP. So that's a plus, I think. I mean, and like I said, down here, there's what is it down here? I think it's called Gulf Coast Distilling or something like that, and they do a lot of distilling for other people that finish themselves.
Yeah, so they get barrels. It doesn't say on here where it was distilled, but I bet you it was probably Indiana. But it's the mash bill is 51 corn, 45 wheat, and 4% malted barley.
Dang. Okay. Well, that's what they call it, a wheat penny then.
It's a wheater.
Hey, Jerry, I had lamb chops, mashed potatoes, and what was it? Cream spinach. It was quite tasty.
I'll bet.
I love me some lamb chops occasionally.
Man, and that I like the lamb chops. I usually want to get. Well, I usually just do mashed potatoes, but if I have Brussels sprouts, if I get my hands on them, I do those.
Yeah, that's good with it. Hey, cheers, old pirate bird.
Tell you something I learned.
Cheers you with last little bit of this.
Take when you do Brussels sprouts, cut them in half, put them in a steamer, steam them for a while before you throw them in the bacon grease.
Oh, okay.
Because they tend to get too dark in the bacon grease because you're trying to cook them all the way. Get them half cooked and then put them in there and finish them off. And it draws up that bacon flavor better.
Ah, perfect.
Make
I do like the bottle top on this TX bourbon.
Oh yeah, it's got the leather on top.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got that cool. Of course, I save most of my bottle stoppers anyways. Because I break them off occasionally.
All right, y'all go check this channel out. Give it a sub, please, please, please. Yeah, Brussels sprouts.
Below average bourbon.
Baby cabbage.
Chris.
That's what it tastes like, baby cabbage.
Yeah. Yeah, they're good.
Well, and I like 40 chord, with the lamb, where you do the layers of lamb and cabbage, and then throw some flour and peppercorns in there, and then do another layer all the way up, and salt. When you throw the lamb in. And I use the coarse ground sea salt, to sprinkle around in there on it.
Yep.
And then whole peppercorns, and just let that just slow cook all day, and it'll cook down. And you have lamb stew, cabbage stew is what you have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they call it forticord.
No, I usually just get the chops and put like a dry rub with some mint, crushed up. Take some dry mint, sprinkle up in real good, a little olive oil, and then grill them up.
Yeah,
rare.
Mm-hmm.
Can't and no well done lamb. I ain't having it.
I like it really rare. I like it well, and normally I'm cooking chops, but when I do leg of lamb, I probed it, and then when it hits the lowest part of rare, I jerk it off there and then cover it with a tinfoil and let it continue to rise just a little. But I like it. I like to keep it rare in the middle.
Yep. Cheers, Shark. And Tater Dom.
Tater Dom. Man.
Yeah, see, I was raised with my grandmother being, like Lebanese, a lot of different lamb dishes. And one of them that she would make was called kibineh.
Oh, check this out.
It's basically like it's a raw lamb. Like steak tartare.
Wheat penny embedded in there?
Yeah, it's an actual wheat penny?
Yep, it's an actual wheat penny, and they've got it embedded into the wood on the cork. Yeah.
That's cool. At the bank, putting in a bunch of change, I had a big jar full of change, and it spit me out some change that it didn't like. So I'm like, well, okay, well, what's this? And I looked at it. One of them was a wheat penny, and one of them was a steel penny.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen a steel penny in, I don't know, ages.
Yeah, that was what World War II.
And it spit out another one. I think it was I think it was World War II when they had those. So that was what, 40s?
Yeah, somewhere along in there.
And but it spit that out, and it spit out I think it was an Irish coin. It was like two coins, it's like a silver coin, and in the center of it was like a brass looking coin. But it was like, nope, ain't paying nothing for those.
I will say this, that wheat penny is not as hot as that Crossroads. The Crossroads is good, but it's a little hot. And it's only 100 proof, but it drinks above its proof. And this one, it's only 94 proof, but man, it's got a lot of flavor to it. Yeah, the wheat penny. I like the Crossroads, but I gave it the honorable mention because this one's more enjoyable to drink. They have similar notes to each other, but this one is far more enjoyable to drink.
Wow, I'm TX bourbon.
I do like TX. They got a good bourbon.
Yeah, it's really not bad at all. But the PX is good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really impressed with the Rebecca Creek.
Oh,
good. That Spanish oak one, that double oaked. Oh man, that one's fantastic. Can't say that I've actually had the Rebecca Creek, the regular.
No, I haven't either. That's the only one I've had.
I think they have a rye too.
I was gonna say, don't expect. I'm not drinking 11 glasses of bourbon tonight, so I'm trying the first couple of them, and then I'm gonna wait a while, and then I'll get to another one later. I'm probably gonna pull out the rabbit hole when I get to it. So.
Yeah. Well, yes, Jerry. Yeah, that's what I say. When it drinks hot, it's a little more of a mouth burn.
Yeah, a little more, and it can be. That was more hot on the tongue. And when we talk about it being hot, it's just a little more ethanol kick to it. And sometimes they burn more on the tongue and sometimes more on the finish. It'll be like swallowing the fire or something, on the back end.
Yeah.
That heaven's door.
We call that a Kentucky hug.
Yeah, well, there's difference between that nice warmth coming down and that in top of the stomach, and then it's just trying to choke you up in the back of the throat. That's a little different.
Yeah. What's that, 151 rum?
Mhm. Yes,
I do have
sir.
a rum in there that's up close to that. It's like like 130 something, 140 something. Yeah, but
Oh,
it actually doesn't quite drink that hot, surprisingly. But it's a
mm,
rum, so it's got a whole lot of
right.
other stuff going on in it.
That's that sugar cane, man. All right. Well, I got to spin this thing.
Hmm.
Let me share this screen and we'll get this wheat penny out the way. Good luck, everybody, on wheat penny. This is for 15 entries to the quarterly drawing. Same rules as always. If it lands on somebody again,
Nice,
oh,
Jim.
that's Lori. Or if it lands on Lori, she gets the plus down here. If it lands on me, it goes to Lori, and then I'll spin again. Or if it lands on, like right now, if it lands on Helen again, I'll put a plus down for her, but I'll spin again. So get somebody new on the wheel. Art by Sparkle.
There we go. Excuse me.
All right. Get that one marked off. We'll let
Hmm. Yeah,
confetti.
that's a good analogy. Yes,
All right. What's the next
right in your tongue, and the rest of them kind of wait and creep up on you. Ugh.
one?
Starting to get a
Now
little
this
rainy and
one's
windy out here.
this is the only whole word for tonight, but it's Amador.
Um,
And Amador. Oh, I have it on here. Why am I going to get the bottle? That's why I have slides. That's Amador, finished in Chardonnay barrels. And I can tell you,
okay.
it's not sour grapes. It is a light finish. It's a good light finish on that bourbon, and that's for
Okay. That
20
might
inches.
I might try that one then. But your port finished ones and stuff, I just don't much care for them.
Yeah, but this one is a good light, airy pour, and I enjoy it. So again, there's more. There's ones I like better, but this is down the list here. But yeah, we'll get to
Mm.
them. All
So in
right.
order of how you liked them.
Yeah, yeah, and I had to go back and forth. So yesterday was a fun night earlier on because I had to wash a ton of glasses over here because I tried a teeny bit of all of them, of some of them
Mm.
side by side, not all of them because I knew what my favorite was and I knew kind of what order those
Hmm.
were. But some of these in the middle, I was trying to pick 10, and finally I was like, I can't. I have to do an honorable mention. I can't eliminate one.
Okay.
So I wanted to call it out. I just didn't want to drop it off the list.
Oh, dang, Joe. I didn't know that. Have they been around that long? I've never heard of that distillery, so Amador.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
Mm.
just heard my big wind chime. I need to go
I
out
mean, it's
there
not the
and.
best in the world, but it's good.
Mm. Well, I mean, it's all subject to your own palate and
Oh yeah.
what you ate that day, and what you're thinking, what you feel like, and stuff. Anyways, so
No, and I've got and Jerry J. I've got a few that were finished in wine barrels tonight. Um, well, no, I think I have one more that was finished in a wine. Well, if you count port wine, okay, I have more than one. But port is, dehydrated, down and they reconstitute and it's sugary,
yeah,
sweet. Port's strong.
yeah. Well, they've been doing quite a few different ones finished in wine. That and then the Ambarana too,
Hmm.
which that just like it's a real strong finish quickly.
Yeah, it's and I'm not a white wine person. If I drink wine, I mean I will every once in a while, but I don't know. I've tried it with seafood and stuff before, but
Mm,
I'm more of a Pinot Noir and up through cabs. If I'm eating red meat, lamb, I like a Merlot, stuff like that.
yeah, I'm a Merlot guy. I like Merlot. Typically, that's about the only wine that I'll drink. Merlot, some of your like you say, your Pinot, your red wines. That's what I like.
Yeah, I mean the Pinot Noir is a really light red wine, very very
Mm,
soft red wine.
mm,
It depends on which one you get, but No, I like it when we're doing like a tapas or cheese plate or something like that. Little hors
Yeah,
d'oeuvres.
wine goes great with cheese.
Oh yeah.
Good, goes really good with cheese and chocolate.
Uh-huh. I don't care for chocolate that much, but
Oh, I love chocolate. My wife and I stopped by a candy store on the way home from my mom's birthday last week. No, wait a minute. It was this week. And
mm.
I picked up a couple of chunks of fudge, just some chocolate fudge.
Yeah, when we were in Vegas, they have candy stores all over the place there, like nice ones, and I picked up a
Mm-hmm.
couple of blocks of fudge. They would give me a little taste of it, and I'd be like, sure, put it in the bag, and it'd be a brick.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm thinking, well, it's not very big, but then you start eating it, and it's like
yeah.
3 sits worth of stuff. If you gorge yourself on it, it's heavy
Oh
and
yeah.
very rich.
Yeah, couple of chunks about the size of a quarter or so. And you're like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm good for a little while. It's rich. It's really rich.
really rich. Yeah. And they had all kind of different fudges. They had one that was a chocolate mousse raspberry swirl fudge, and
Mm.
they only called it chocolate mousse because it was a very very creamy chocolate, um, and it tasted more like it was dense like a fudge, but it reminded you of a chocolate mousse when you were eating it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I know, Miss Piggy. This dang daylight savings time stuff. It's just they need to stop it. I thought this stuff years ago, but they just keep going. Oh well, it's fall back now and spring forward and all this
Well,
junk.
some of that too, though, if they were to do that, we would have to really do a lot of work on the networks, right? Because we're set up for this.
Mm,
We would have to go through and change a bunch of stuff, and there would be companies out there going, "Oh, don't do this to us. You have to give us more time. It's
uh,
costing us too much money to."
oh, come on. It'd be just a small programming thing. Shouldn't be that big a deal.
Yeah, well, it's sort of like Y2K. When that was going on, you
Yeah, I
check
remember
and
that.
recheck, and you're trying to validate everything, and you don't want something to go down. Now,
Yeah,
everything should be on a time sync to a central server that is then synced to the atomic clock, right?
yeah.
But we have homegrown applications, we have all this different stuff where we have to really go through, and we have hundreds and hundreds of applications.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, it's
Yeah,
just
it
hard
doesn't
to go
sound fun at
through.
all.
Nah.
Agreed, Jerry J. And muscadine wine. That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
tasty stuff there.
Yeah. Now,
My
where,
cousin had a
Jimmy's
cousin
here.
that made muscadine wine, honeysuckle wine, which was
Mm,
fantastic, and he made some watermelon wine, which was surprisingly good too.
mm.
I was at a festival one time and tried some corncob wine, surprisingly good,
I'm
sweet.
surprised Jimmy hadn't spoke up yet. Jimmy Random here.
Jimmy's not a wino, is he?
Oh, but he gets muscadine
He's a
wine.
beer drinker. Yeah. Oh, he likes muscadine wine.
Well, he gets it local, uh, there
Oh, there you go.
in
Perfect.
Arkansas. Yeah, we always
It
there's a lot
grows
of people.
local, you know.
Yep,
When I was in Kentucky, I had muscadine grapes growing in my backyard.
yep. Oh, that's a good stuff, and they make it
Hmm.
strong too.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's some good punch you in the face alcohol content to that wine.
Hmm. Yeah, you
All
gotta
right,
watch it. You can't drink too much of it to creep upon you, and ain't nothing worse than a wine. Gosh.
especially as
Oh.
sweet as it is.
Oh
You
yeah.
get a hangover from that sweet. All right, well, we're at 7:09. I'm going to present this screen, and we are going to spend, and this one's for 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. The entries only go up from here. And Jerry J
There you go. Congratulations, Jerry.
for 20 entries to the
Yeah.
quarterly drawing. That's like winning the first prize on any other night. All right, let me get this set up. StreamYard
Mm.
being slow on the giveaway thing. I know it's not my internet.
Oh. I'm
I
not
can
much too
check.
much on the sweet wines too much.
This one here, don't hate me. Don't hate me for this. I put Angels Envy above these other, but it's still down the list.
Yeah. Well, as far as being a port finished, one's not too bad. I have had that. I had one bottle of that and finished it off. So, but I haven't replaced it. But
No, and
it's
I
seriously,
won't.
it's not too bad.
No, it's just really low uh, alcohol content in it, and I drank the
Yeah,
bottle up way too fast. So, and I think it's priced way above what it's
it is.
worth. I'm saying that because it is a little expensive for what you get, and I'd say the same thing about the Beam one, the shit Basil Hayden's.
Oh
It's
yeah.
just too much money for that low of a whiskey.
Yep. Yeah. I think the last bottle of of the Basil Hayden I bought was years ago, and it was only I think I give maybe like $35 for it or something. It
Mhm.
was not expensive. But
Well,
since then, it has gone really high. Now they've got their dark one, their and all this other stuff, and it's just it's not that great a whiskey. I don't care
well,
for it.
there was I won't name any names, but there was a pretty good sized whiskey. Well, they have a website and everything. I don't even know if they do YouTube, but they do these big reviews and all that stuff out online. And they had a top 5 finished bourbon list, and this made like number 3 or 2 on their list.
Well,
And I'm like,
ain't,
how much? How much finished bourbon have
ain't
you
no accounting for
tried?
taste. They just ain't no accounting for taste, and there
Yeah,
again, like you said, maybe they just haven't been delving off into a lot of different finished whiskeys, and that's one of the ranked high for them. But
yeah. Well, and you could tell they were posting the more famous ones that you can get everywhere. I mean, and I
mm,
kind of realized that after a little bit, but they did the big write up under each one about why they picked it, and I'm like, yeah, and mostly it's because people like it.
mhm.
All
It's kind
right,
of an interesting bottle,
yeah,
with the
but I
wings on
know
the
that
back of it and stuff.
Robert Herjavec from Herjavec Group or from Shark Tank. Um,
Hmm.
well, he also has a company called Herjavec Group. They're a security company, and this one and Barrel are his 2 favorite bourbons.
Uh, which neither I think are actual distillers.
No,
I would rather support somebody that actually distills their own whiskey.
well, and I
But
didn't I didn't go for that. I didn't stick to that. Oh, and this is port wine, but this is it's a very very light. It's not in your face at all with the port
yeah,
wine.
exactly. I think that's why I liked that one
Hmm.
because it's not overly port in
It
your face.
barely, it almost just enhances the wood sugar notes in it. It almost just does that with just a hint of maybe a little darker note in there. But everything about Angel's Envy is just a hint. It's like you're getting the essence of
Yeah,
a bourbon. But
yeah. I did like
it's good.
I did like the barrel seagrass. I
Yeah,
tried that a
no,
while
that
back.
yeah.
I
Boy,
got one bottle of that in there.
they jacked that
It's
price up
good.
quick. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it didn't take them long to figure out. Oh, people like this. We better jack it up and make
Mm.
some extra cash.
Oh, I got to write this down.
Heck yeah, there you go. Thanks for the reminder there, Joe.
All right, so that
Smash that
gives
like
him
button.
tonight. Well, it's going to be. It's still 10 for $1 on that. That is going towards the next halfway mark giveaway in January 25th. So the next regular bourbon or regular nosing kit and all giveaway is December 7th. It's coming up, but we just had a halfway mark giveaway and Groovy won it. So hope he's feeling better. I know he had the flu there for a little bit. So
yep, I'm still waiting for him to get in touch with me. He's a busy man.
He missed some work because of that.
Yep.
It had him down pretty good. And he's not the type of person that misses that. He doesn't.
No.
Yeah. So it got him good. It got him good.
Yeah, he had to be pretty dang sick to actually miss some work, because I'm kind of the same way. But then again, I hardly ever get sick from anything. So, but yeah, pretty dang sick. I got to be really dang sick for me to miss work. Oh, Rabbit Hole, Derringer.
That's the
nice.
PX series. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have a pour of this one and I'll figure out something else later. This is on down the list here. It's coming. Now, Rabbit Hole, I know I've said this before, but Rabbit Hole, they do distill all their own bourbon. And they distill it low, barrel it low. Well, they distill it, according to spec. But
normal, yeah.
But they cut it down prior to barreling. And they barrel it at a lower proof. And like this is 93 proof. And they try to hit that mark coming out of the barrel.
Oh, wow.
They'll barrel it at 90 to try to get the 93.
Wow. Okay.
They do that with all their bourbons. Yeah, Rabbit Hole does that with all their bourbons. So they try to bring you what comes out of the barrel, and that's why they can be a lower proof and more full noted because they're not cutting them with water after the aging process. Maybe a teeny bit just to get that 93. I did. I got Joe written down right over there under the halfway mark giveaway. That's why I said, "Oh, let me write this down."
Nope.
But yeah, that is 50 entries to the quarterly, to the halfway mark, and to the quarterly drawing. You get both. You get double entries on that one. Difference between the two entries. If you do the halfway mark, you do not have to be present to win no matter what. That's never, we'll get in touch with you. For the regular drawing on December 7th, you must be present to win if you're not a channel member. If you are a channel member, you do not have to be present to win.
Cheers, Cool Running. Not with this, though. I actually need to just sling this out in the rain. That is just horrible.
Oh, really? What was it?
This.
Tire Fire. Ugh.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's by ASW. They're out of Georgia.
So aptly named, huh?
Well,
tastes like a tire fire.
It's not even that good. It's got a really weird, odd note to it. And no, it's not good.
What you got in the glass now?
Oh, that's what it is.
I thought you said you threw it out in the grass.
Dude, I'm gonna try one more try.
All right. Yeah, let it grow some legs.
Nope, that's just horrible.
Okay. Hey, if we don't try them, we don't know. I mean, it's sad.
Yeah.
But
oh well.
Well, I can tell you that one from Trader Joe's. I keep it down there because I want to go back and try it again later. Because I swear to you, I got liquid smoke and Bacos. That was the notes I got.
Oh dang. Dang, that's an odd one.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with the rest of that bottle. I don't know if I even want to send a sample of that out to anybody. That's just bad.
Right, it's like that commercial, with that raccoon tried that and he goes, "Ooh, ooh, that's awful. Here, try it.
Yeah,
Tastes like
this is
mango
horrible. Try
chutney and
this.
burnt hair." Oh, we got to
Yeah,
spin again. Hang
yeah,
on, here we go.
exactly. Oh my goodness,
All right,
that is
good
just.
luck, everybody. This is for 25 entries to the quarterly drawing. Man, we're getting up there now.
Oh
And here we go.
man.
Boom! Art by Sparkle is a plus 25.
Oh, but you ain't sharing the screen.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. Let me share the screen before I draw again. It landed. Okay. I forgot to share the screen. There. See, it was Art by Sparkle. Now we're going to draw again. Bang. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh man, I gotta have
And
something to draw.
Tater Dom. There we go. But hey, if people start getting
There
multiple
we go.
wins tonight, we could be giving away some entries now.
For sure. Ooh. All right. Excuse me. Public service announcement for Sugar Kitty.
Okay.
If you pass it, pass right on by it. Don't even pick one of these up. It's freaking nasty. I'm having to go with this to cover up the taste of it.
Sorry, folks. If you're on your phone, you're going to have to switch over to numbers. Well, unless they're at the top of the keyboard. But
Ah, that's much better. Oh,
hashtag 291. This is
291.
Colorado bourbon finished in Aspenwood staves.
I saw that when I was out there in Colorado. I
I
did
had
not try it.
to I had to open it. I had to open it last night because I hadn't opened it yet, and I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
see how good it was. And well, let me bring that back up there. It ranked number 7 on this list, and yeah, it's really good. A little teeny bit sweet on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little twang to it, but it's not anything overpowering. And yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Mm.
Oh, that's better.
That rabbit hole is really good. We're getting to it.
There you go. There you go, Sugar Kitty. Mm. Man, that's so much better than that last one.
Oh
That last
wow.
one was just, my goodness, horrible.
Oogie, oogie, oogie.
Just go
I
and
gotta
burn.
I gotta try me some Ugadal.
I can send you a sample of it.
Yeah, I need to try that. I look for stuff when I'm out, and around here
Mm,
I don't see it. I see everything else. They
yeah.
love. Well, I don't see everything else. I mean, every time I get stuff from Sugar Kitty, like, oh, you got to look for this, or Malt Muser, oh, you got to look for this, or somebody else. I can't find them here at all. There's all the
Yeah.
Glenfiddiches and all the Glenlivets and all the but
Mm,
I can't get anything worth of crap.
yeah. I was looking for that at Glen Scotia, the 15. I did
That's what
not
I've been
find it
looking for.
anywheres. I
Mm-mm.
found one other thing. It was a Glen Scotia, but it was like Valencia or something like that. I don't remember. Almost
Mhm.
picked it up, but wound up getting like 2 or 3 other bottles of other stuff.
Yeah, yeah. If I find that Glen Scotia somewhere, I'm definitely going to grab a bottle of that. But I did see my wife and I drink the Dalmore 12, and
Oh yeah,
that's
well that's
our
everywhere.
go-to. Yeah, and you can get it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I can get it at
Yep.
every single one of the ABC stores. It's
Mm-hmm.
about 78 bucks or whatever, but
Yep.
they had a 15 on the shelf,
Yep. I
and
seen that too.
it was a little more expensive, quite a bit more.
Oh come on now, she's
And
worth it.
I was like, nope, 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 not going to do it. This
Oh,
is our pour together. She likes it. I like it. It's good.
all right. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Sugar Kitty said, If so, you totally missed it. That's a top bottle.
That figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I need to get Sugar Kitty on speed dial so I can just say, hey, what about this one?
Do you know how many people
Well,
call
it
me
still may be there at the Total Wine. I'll go by there tomorrow and check. I'll
on
snatch it up.
Saturdays? I'll be sitting here watching freaking whatever on TV, and my phone will go off, and it'll be one of my buddies at the liquor store. Hey, let's do a video thing, and okay, here's the shelf. What should I buy? You know.
Yeah. All right, sure, Katie. I'll swing by there tomorrow and see if they still got you up for sure.
How much was it?
I want to say it was about $75, maybe something like that. It wasn't really super expensive. I think I wound up picking up. What did I get? They had the Balcones peated, which I hadn't seen in like almost a year. So I snatched up two and one for Whiskey Wars. And then I picked up a Powers, John's Lane, and what was the other one? It's an odd black and white bottle. I can't remember. It's another kind of Scotch. What was it? Scarabus? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Scarabus. That's a PD thing there, boy. It's quite tasty.
Okay, so he's saying $75. Okay. He says usually 90 plus.
All right, I'll check it out. Well, I'll go by there tomorrow. I know they had one. I think if they do, I'll snatch them.
You know what we should do sometime? We should order. I need to get another pack of the 6-ounce bottles. You know the.
Oh yeah, like the half pints.
Yeah, half pint. Because if we get into, like, if I can get something here and you can't get it there, or you can get it there and I can't get it here, it would be nice. And I can pour you a 6-ounce pour of something. You can pour me a 6-ounce pour of something.
Yeah, we just like split a bottle or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a half pint, but it'll knock the shoulders down, but it won't empty the bottle by any means. But 6 ounces is good enough to go back to and get some more of, type thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a beer for sure. Well, 3 or 4.
I have a few 6-ounce or about 6 ounce or whatever milliliters that is. What would it be? 100 whatever or 250 milliliters, whatever it is on there.
Yeah.
Whatever that comes out to. But I've got a Mammoth Woolly Rye. That stuff is tasty, and I think I'm gonna drink it this Christmas, or during the holidays here, because it's been sitting up there, and I tried one taste out of it, and I was like, wow, that stuff is so good, but I only have that much of it, because that's what they sent me for free. It was just a little bottle of it. So yeah, I need to get it down and enjoy it. And that's the free ones they sent me from dang, I can't think of it. Oh, and I love that peated one up there. It's very lightly peated. Hang on. Now that I brought it up, I have to spin in a minute, but let me. I can't think of the name of the distillery.
Yep. You got to check out that. The
Kings County.
Stuff.
Kings County.
Kings County had a peated.
Yep, they have a very lightly peated bourbon. Yes, they do.
Okay.
And they sent me their regular bourbon and their lightly peated bourbon. It is freaking awesome. But I do have to share this screen, so let me do that, and we will get the 291 on the road worth 30 entries. Holy moly! What is wrong
cheers,
with
Major
Bourbon
Zero
Bounty tonight? Bam, Big Daddy H.
Big Daddy H coming in there.
All right, we'll let that settle down.
Okay, so it's like a quarter of a bottle. That's not bad.
Bam.
Yeah, I'll go back. Sugar Key, I'll go back by that store tomorrow and see if they've still got it there.
All right.
I knew I should have picked it up, but I was like, I wound up getting 4 other bottles, and I'm like, well, okay, but I better not get this one too. Well, don't want to spend too much at one time. Jeez.
Now this one, Shoeman Fu, I haven't seen him tonight, but this is one of his favorites right here. This is Burning Chair. And of course, this is Indiana, but they finish it in Cabernet barrels.
Oh, okay.
But it's not too strong. It's not too heavy, and it doesn't taste like a burning upholstery either. It's really really good. I really like it. Nowadays they are putting it in a clear bottle instead of the black bottle, which I actually like better because you can see how much you have left in the bottle.
Yeah, that's kind of helpful. I mean, it's like this one here, the Ardbeg. You know, it's a dark green bottle, but you got to really kind of
right.
You kind of give it the wiggle. See, it's about
right, so you can see where it is.
Yeah, but you gotta wiggle it around to be able to tell where it is, because it's not a real dark. It's fairly dark, but it's not like crazy dark.
Pretty dark. Yeah. Rabbit holes. Well, I don't have much left. It's darker than a regular amber with those PX sherry casks, but man, it's a little darker too. Rabbit hole is always a little darker because they don't water it. They don't cut it much after the age. After the barreling. But anyway, Burning Chair is good. If you see it, it's around $55 or so, or something like that. On the shelf, you can almost always find it on the shelf, and give it a try.
Interesting looking bottle.
Yeah, well, and it's a short looking bottle. But like I said, nowadays you'll see that like same. Yeah, you'll see that same logo, but it's on a clear bottle now.
Okay. That green persimmon mouth bite. Ooh, no, I don't much care for green persimmons. They're nasty. Even the fully ripe ones are sad, Used to have a persimmon tree in the front yard in Kentucky.
Yeah, Tater. He went to the British Broadcasting there before he put the
burning. Yep. British Broadcasting Company, BBC.
That's where you can watch Downton Abbey.
Oh yeah, they actually have some pretty good ones.
Yeah, what comes on BBC? I get it. And something I watch on BBC every once in a while, but usually it's sports. It's like some kind of
like rugby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Football with a U. Bardstown. Yeah, Bardstown. I have the Fusion. I have the Fusion series, and I almost bought a Discovery series the other day, but I was buying. Well, I don't. It was the other day. It was probably a week or so ago. But I was buying I bought the new Bookers, the 03, 2023 03, and I bought a backup bottle of the Calumet Farm, the 15, and that was just enough money to spend that day. So I didn't get the Bardstown Discovery, but they have it, so I'll probably end up going back and getting it at some point. Whiskey Knows, how's it going? Major Zero. Yeah, we are giving away. We're giving away a lot of entries tonight, and in less than 30 minutes, the Put Me In tonight. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. Is worth 20 tonight instead of 10. But we are up to this hashtag entry here is worth 35 entries to the quarterly drawing. Yeah, I wish I could get it priced down to 99. I paid $119 for the first one I bought. I paid $120 something for the second one I bought, and I paid $135 for this one. So they keep jacking. This will be the last one. If they keep going up on the price, I'm not going to do it. But
everybody seems to go up on the price.
I have a bottle and a half of the 15. But you know what kills me is the 16 was sitting there buying it at a lower price, and I guarantee you that's accurate because the 15 is a superior bourbon over the 16. The 15 is their sweet spot. That they absolutely nailed that Calumet 15. But and I tried them at a whiskey bar. Like they poured one each on the once you get below 15. The 10 sucks. The 8 really sucks. There's nothing special about it at all. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alex Bruyere, Moose in the house.
Hey,
Hashtag
cheers, Moose.
BC. And if you drink too much, that's what you'll need in the morning is a couple of BC powders. But that stands for burning chair. I will bring it up one more time. It's worth 35 entries to the quarterly drawing. It's number 6 on my list of finished bourbons. There it is. Get that in there.
16 at 119. Yeah.
Yeah, same price.
I think I've seen both of those down here.
Yeah, the 15 though.
So definitely the 15's better then.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now I got to pick another finished bourbon.
Yep.
I
definitely need to get working on the bar here real soon.
Mm-hmm. Man,
it's starting to get right now. It's windy and chilly and rainy.
I know people say, "Oh wow, look at all the bourbon you have." If you set up shelves and put your stuff out, you would have a lot too.
Yeah, I have a decent amount right now.
They're
boxes full in my closet.
Yeah, boxes, and then you had the pantry was like 3 or 4 deep up there, all the way around the L. I mean, that's a lot. Now they're not all bourbon. They're scotches and whiskeys and American whiskeys, bourbon, and nothing wrong with any of that. Who said what? Cheers. Yeah, let's see here. What am I going to go to now? I'm probably going to have one more before I get to my favorite one. I don't have very much Duke left. I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah, I like cherry.
Let me check my list here.
Yeah, exactly. There, Moose. I'm not even going to start off with like a shelf or 2. I'm going to start off with like 4, 6 shelves. But they're going to be really nice. I've already got my wood for them. It's some really nice wide red oak that my dad and I had cut. We had our own sawmill at the time, so we cut our own wood. So I've got 5/4, which is like 1.25 inch thick, hard red oak. So I'm not worried about it breaking or anything like that.
Before I show you,
make at least decent ones. Which
one's
that? That's
I do not like.
Heaven Hill.
I do not like all of the Thomas Moores, but this one, Port Cask.
Thomas Moore.
Yeah, Thomas S. Moore. Thomas S. Moore, they can put out an inferior whiskey, but this is really good.
I'm going to get this flannel back on. It's going to get a little chilly again. Yep. Honey, it's supposed to get a little cooler and rainier here. I mean, it started off about 85 today. Now it's probably down to around 65-ish, and a little breezy, little rain. Not like pouring rain, but it's just, it's raining.
All right.
Thomas Moore's Barton. Hey, Barton makes some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, well, there's some Thomas Moore that some variations of Thomas Moore that's not the favorite in the world, but look, that's darker than the Chi-Chi stuff, right?
That's definitely got some wine color to it right there for sure.
Yeah, that's port wine cast finish, but not overpowering with the port flavors or anything. It's just it's a full noted. It almost has a little floral note to it instead of the grapey note. It's good. It's really good.
I like floral.
A little
floral, Yeah. Well, in like a Scotch or an Irish, not so much in a bourbon. I don't like much on floral notes in a bourbon.
But it depends on
your apple and
kind of there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how it's all blended in there.
I say floral, but I hate rose. That's the worst one. Bitter, floral. And the other one I don't care for much unless it's super soft is pine.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like chewing on a
I don't like no pine resin. No thanks.
Yeah. But this was a really good one. I was glad I picked it up. I picked it up in Louisville. That was the only place I'd seen it, that particular flavor, the port wine finish, and they didn't have a lot because I was there at the wrong time of the year.
Oh, okay.
I mean, now you go back and they've got the quarter releases and out,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And some of them, there's two different types of rye I don't like. One of them is that really strong whistle pig, whatever whistle pig uses. I don't like that rye. Anyway, I got to spin this thing. Share the screen, and I will.
I don't like that liquor. If I catch that, I'm like, pass.
Good luck, everybody. 35.
Good cheap vodka. Yeah, for vodka around here, we drink that old Tito's.
Oh, that's a plus 35 right there. Plus 35. That's 45 for Helen tonight. We're going to draw again.
All right, well, got to.
I don't let the confetti die down on the respin.
She's on the road tonight.
Tater dice plus 35. Look at there.
That's more for him, too.
I decided to give away a bunch, and people are, last week we only had one repeat winner last week. Only one.
Wow. Okay, I don't want that. Just that.
Boom. Oh, look, it's you.
Hey, it's about time I won one.
Well, you won them before, but you gave them away.
Yeah, typically.
Well, I'm going to put those down under you.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I've got hardly any interest this time so far.
Oh, you got 100 and something, but there's people with a lot more than you.
Bad. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just over 100 is what you're sitting at, I think. All right, so the next one is the one I'm sipping on right now, Thomas S. Moore.
Okay.
And it's wrong. That's wrong.
Look at you, copy and pasting again.
Hashtag TSM. I'm just going to type it in because when I start drinking too much, instead of hitting Command C to copy, I hit Command V while I'm trying to copy it. And then when I come back over here, I don't have it copied yet. So anyway.
Hang, Lori, Soul Gin, it's been way too many years since I've ever had any. I mean, the last slow gin I had was, back in the late 80s, early 90s. So I don't even remember what it tastes like.
Well, I can tell you, juniper is what I don't like in gin.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the really overpowering juniper notes. Yes, I agree.
If they use less juniper or whatever, and then use more, of different flavors and stuff in there, I do like some gin that I've tried, but not the one that tastes like aftershave.
Yeah, I've got a barrel aged gin. I think you'd like it. Thanks, you're kidding. Yeah, gin kind of tastes like bug spray. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I agree. Now in the summertime down here in Texas, a gin and tonic. Mm-hmm. That's some good stuff right there. It's quite good. But I'm planning on getting my wife. I just saw it in the store here recently. What is it? Indigo gin. It's dyed like a dark blue color with some certain flowers. But then when you mix it in like a gin and tonic, it turns into this gorgeous like purple color. It's just really pretty. Oh, it makes a really sweet, perfect looking, gin and tonic for women. But I like purple too. But I'm more of a blue guy myself.
Yeah. Now I know I've shouted out Rabbit Hole a few times. It's not like I'm getting a kickback from them. I'm not on their payroll, but they do make a really, really good gin at Rabbit Hole Distillery too. It's a good sweet gin. It's not floral hardly at all. It's really, really nice. It's dangerously good. And there's some other places I've had some good gin, but
I got Crowded Barrel gin. It's a barrel aged gin, and they call it the Apology. because they apologize because it's not whiskey.
But if you get the right gin, yeah, it's good. It's sort of like a rye. If you get a cheap raunchy rye, it's cheap and raunchy. If you get a good rye, good smooth, like I love the Still Austin's rye. Love it.
I've got a really good gin I got from gin, and it's fantastic. I mean, just as a sipper, just in a Glencairn, it's really good. It doesn't have all that juniper notes to it. It has a hint. Mm-hmm. It's like a slight hint of juniper, but it's a lot more other floral notes and things going on with it. It's quite good.
Husband of Greatness. Now that one I have to highlight.
You're kidding.
That's her hog. Husband of Greatness.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
He's a nice man. I'd like to meet him sometime. And of course, Sparkle too. She's a super nice person.
Shoot, yeah, I want to try to get out that way at some point. It's just so far, and usually when I'm traveling, I like to drive because I am trying to bring bourbons back with me. Very difficult to do whenever you're flying.
Yeah,
So if I'm driving, I have.
Remember, next time you come visit me, bring some extra cash for that one store.
I will. And I had the cash. I just didn't bring it with me. I left some hundreds laying there. I left about 500. If I had brought my whole 1,000 with me that I was going to spend,
probably would have spent
the rest of it. I'd already spent some, and I had another 1,000 I was going to spend, and I pulled out the cash, so I know, okay, I'm spending gas money. I'm eating. I'm doing this out of the account. This cash is for bourbon, right?
Yep.
And I had a stack, and I was like, okay, I'm going to spend all this. And I thought, well, when I go see Mark, I'm only going to take 500 with me because I'm going here to this liquor store and hang out with them and Shane Long or not Shane Long. I can't think of his name. Anyway, I got him mixed up with Storytime. The Chase Cameron. And I wanted the Cameron Chase does some good picks. I want to buy, so I saved 500 for that, and I ended up spending about probably 150 with Chase. So I had all that money, and when I came back, that's when I bought those tequilas, the nicer tequilas.
Oh, the Casa Azul.
No, I tried. I tried to get the Casa Azul, but they didn't have it.
That's a good sipper.
Well, but the Don Julio's now, the Reposados, that the two versions they have are really good.
Yeah. And my wife's a tequila drinker. I mean, so I got her a bottle for her birthday last year. And then I wound up having to get her one for Christmas because between her and her friends and me, we drank off that Casa Azul. We had to get another one. It's good. It's a really nice light. Tequila. It's good, flavorful, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I'm not a tequila person, but exactly, it's a summer drink.
It's a summer drink. That's why I haven't bought any more because I emptied those 2 bottles over there. But because let me grab them. Well, let's see. Yeah, I have to spin in a minute. Hang on. All I have are the empty bottles sitting over here. But one of them is the Rosado. And the other one's the Primavera. But if you see these in the store, they usually have them behind the glass. They're $135.
I have seen those.
Yeah, and they're in a box.
I live in Texas. Come on,
Right. But these are
a lot of tequila drinkers around me.
I would recommend the Rosado.
That's a Don Julio?
Yep, both of them are Don Julio. One of them's a Primavera, and it says rested in orange wine cast. That's the Primavera, but the other one is rested in ruby port wine cast. This one is better. I mean, they're both really, really good.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know about the orange. I'm kind of iffy on the orange. The ruby port, I can see that might be pretty good.
The orange one is a little stronger. It'll punch you. All right, let me spin this thing.
Tequila is really good with an orange, though.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Everybody can see this. Good luck, everybody.
If you make your clothes fall off, you gotta watch it.
Y'all don't want to see that. Sugar Kitty, congratulations.
Oh.
That was 40 entries right there. 40. Count them up. All right. Now I got to set this next one up.
I'm not sure what that is. Man, I got all these out here. I need something different.
All right. Copy. I copied that time.
Okay.
All right. So this is the Duke Grand Cru Founders Reserve. I will tell you, this is one of the most expensive bottles I have not paid for. If people knew what this was, this would be worth a hell of a lot more than $100. I spent $100 on that bottle.
I've seen some Duke, but I've not seen the Founders Reserve.
Well, the Duke's not that good, right? I mean, it's okay.
Yeah,
but
it's okay. It's pretty sweet.
This is outstanding.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for it then.
Macerated oranges. Yeah. Now, if you see the silver label Duke, the Founders Reserve, the Grand Cru wine barrels, all that finished, that stuff is freaking amazing. Amazing. Worth 45 entries, number 4 on our list. We are stepping it on up.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be right back. I'm going to run in and find me some other I need to sip on and put a few of these up real quick. So I'll be right back.
Okay, you do that, and I'm about to have to find me something else too, but I can keep talking. Because I'm mic'd up on a lavalier. So I'll keep it going. But yeah, I've got to find something else to pour because I have only that much left. But I know what I'm pouring next because I know where it's coming. I may even just pour a teeny bit of the Duke Grand Cru. Oh, yeah. Well, that Duke is outstanding. As a matter of fact, I don't have very much of it left. I'm going to have to quit sending it out as samples. I was so excited about it. When I get excited about something, I want people to try it. So I send out a bunch of samples, and all of a sudden the bottle goes, That, and I've been hitting it every once in a while. I'll pour a teeny bit. of it. But you can see, because I'm a sharer. Look at that. Look at how I don't have very much left. Amazing. I have to pour enough in there because otherwise I have to drown out the residual from the glass. There we go. That ought to be enough. That is worth more to me than what I paid for it. And I can't say that about a lot of bourbons. Normally, I'm disappointed with the price, but this is gooder. Oh, right off the bat. The complexity of this is spot on. It's really, really good. Now, I already gave a bunch of samples of this away. If I can find it again, then I'll buy 2 bottles for sure, and then I'll be giving samples away. Again, I've already given a bunch. Oh, that is freaking amazing. So Duke, the old Duke, was a fruity, I called it the fruit bomb. And the old Duke, you can't get it anymore, was this one. And this is just a nice fruit salad is what I call it. This has got John Wayne, with the rifle on the front, and it says Duke with the spur, and it's in a oval shaped bottle. This is the old stuff. This is a fruit bomb. Then, I mean, you're getting strawberry and other stuff in there with the apple. The new Duke, I had hopes for it. This is the new labeling here with the white label, and it's just not the same. It just doesn't have the fruit notes in it that the old Duke had. And then the Founder's Reserve, though, is like the old Duke, but then finished in the Grand Cru wine barrels. And I think that's why they call it Founder's Reserve, because they're using that old, because they switched distilleries. They switched everything out.
Okay.
And this is
I
the
think
old stuff.
The white label one's the one that I've had.
It's not. It's inferior to this. Far inferior. Hell, it's inferior to the old Duke before they sold out. You know, before they changed distilleries and all.
Yeah, the old Duke was okay. It was a little sweet though.
Well, okay, I'll give you that. But the first thing Dad and I said when we tried it, because Dad he likes it too. We tried it and I said, "Damn, I didn't realize if this is what John Wayne was drinking in those movies. You know, like if this would have been the bourbon that he would have been swigging, I can swig this stuff."
Yeah, yeah, you can pour it right out of the neck, huh?
Everyone can't afford $100 plus bottles. Well, so Jerry J, I'm not going to include that Grand Cru Reserve or anything, but I've been wanting to do another 30 bourbon sampler giveaway, and that's just for supers, you know, the super chat, super sticker, whatever, and get entries for that. But I have to put it together, and that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to put that together. And right now we've had a lot of change at work, and we're working harder, a little bit longer hours. But I need to take a weekend and put that together. And I will put together, except for the Duke, unless I can get another Grand Cru somewhere. I may not even have enough to do a whole, you know, sampler, but I'll do the other finished bourbons in there, and then I'll do, you know, a couple of lineups. But I'll get with whoever wins and say, okay, what do you want? And I know, Mark, I gave you stuff from New Hampshire and Maine and Chicago, Ohio, wherever, you know, Tennessee, and I travel around and I buy bourbons, and I have stuff you can't get. I'm not saying they're all great, but, you know, but I need to get another bottle of the Grand Cru. If I can find it, I'll grab one.
Hey there, Miss Sexy Voice. How you doing? Well, I went in, dug around, found this one.
Okay. Highland Park Cask Strength.
Yep. Good stuff.
All right. Oh,
can't have much of this one, though. It's 63.9%.
Okay, but I got to spin. I have to spin because it's 7:57 right now, and we got to do the put me in, and then I've got to hit the rest of them. And we may have repeat winners. So it's 7:58. I'm going to share this screen. And here we go. Duke Grand Cru. Good luck, everybody, for 45 entries to the quarterly drawing. Hana Kalani, that's plus 45. She is making
my goodness
illin tonight. Kathy
B.
Let me write this down before I spin again. Kathy B. All right, now let me spin again. Kathy likes doing this. She catches me in a spin and then posts. So. Oh, empty bottle for the craft. All right, William Hall. There we go. That's 45 entries.
What?
I'm looking. Nope, that's the first one tonight. Bam. All right.
Yep, I agree, Sugar Kitty. It's not that good. You know, Powers, you know, that stuff. It's palatable at best.
Okay, I'm going to get this one ready, but I'm not going to post it yet because it is time to do, start, put me in. This is worth 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. I already have Mr. Great Shot Lorian Fulton. The reason I have Fulton down is he is in a play that they're going to go tomorrow night. He hasn't been able to make it because they've had play practice, and he was my first channel member. So I put him in.
Oh, that's very nice of you, Kathy.
Oh, there's the alarm going off.
Oh, twisted.
Whoa, man, I'm getting behind over here. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's where I left off. Man. I'm gonna have to hire a secretary.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty, I can tell you, I think Highland Park was my best introduction to peated Scotch, because my first introduction to peated Scotch, not the way you want to jump into peated Scotch, at least in my opinion. That one was quite the punch in the face for peat, and different than any other peat that I've ever had as far as a Scotch goes. And most of my Scotches that I have now, are a few of them are not peated at all, and they're quite tasty. You know, comparable to different Irish stuff, and those are quite tasty too. I love that. But I mean, I'm a Kentucky boy, so you know, bourbon is the first thing to start off with, but palate and trying a lot of different other stuff, and sticking with Scotch here recently for most of this year, actually. I mean, I've got a lot of other stuff. You know, Still Austin, they've got a lot of good releases this year, and they've been really good. Yeah, there's a tiny bit in there, but that was the thing. You know, a tiny bit of peat in that Highland Park, and it was I think it was the heather note and the peat and that Highland Park peat, that, you know, that little slight heather floral note, and then that little bit of smoky in the background. It was like, oh, well, that's pretty good. What is that? You know, and then, oh, that's peat. That peat.
Oh, let me remind people right quick that people on Facebook, someone mentioned this to me. I saw them, or I was chatting with them, and I said something on Facebook, and I said, "Oh, they say, hey, well, you know, I watch your show on Facebook," and I said, "Well, I've never seen you on there." Yeah, I don't comment or anything. I'm like, because they don't see it, you know, the YouTube doesn't see it, and I said something. Well, you can do the put me in, and they're like, it doesn't count. I'm like, yes, it does. If you're on Facebook watching, type put me in. I'll see it on here. Do the hashtags, do the stuff, because StreamYard collects it. Now, the people on YouTube can't see that, and they may see somebody win that they don't even know is watching, but you can still enter all of the things.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's good to know, Sugar Kitty. Thank you. Oh, Loch Lomond. Okay. Tighter down, the heather note is for me, it's a really light kind of a floral note, like flower type note. It's different. It's unlike any other flower that I've ever smelled. You know, that's what excuse me. That's what made it noticeable for me. It's like, you know, I'm going to the glass like this here, and I'm like, what the heck is that flower note? You know, it's some sort of a floral note that I don't know what it is. It's not like rose, you know, carnation, or, you know, other stuff like that I'm used to smelling. And I looked up, you know, what was going on with their stuff, and that it's in the Highlands, and there's a heather flower. It's actually like a moss sort of thing, I believe, and it has like little flowers on it. And that's the note that I was getting.
Okay,
I mean, I don't get a lot of notes. I mean, I'm a smoker from way back, and I smoke cigarettes and cigars. So my nose is not the greatest as far as getting, oh, I smell this, that, and the other. No, I don't really smell a lot of different stuff.
All right, so
No,
let me
you
read
stay
these
inside
off
there,
right
Bubba.
quick. And I can't promise I didn't miss somebody. I've tried to go back and look, but let me read these off. If I do not call your name, I do not have you down for the 20 entries. So please, one more time, if I don't call your name, please put me in the chat one more time. I've got Mr. Great Shot, Lori, Fulton Mraz, Jimmy's Random Content, Big Daddy H, Jerry J, Chris Jenkins, Hanakalani Creations, Sugar Kitty, William Hall, Brissy Boy, Kathy Bates, Tater Dom, Major Zero, Art by Sparkle, Miss Piggy, and Serendipity. Please, if I did not call your name and you want 20 entries, everybody gets a trophy. Just put me in the chat, and I will write your name right down on here.
Okay.
Lori, I got you. I got you, Lori.
The header note to me kind of comes across a little bit like lavender. It's kind of like a light lavenderish smell, at least for me.
All right.
And RB, don't forget RB.
I got RB. Yep, I'm watching them.
I'm gonna look for that too. I've not seen that around me. I don't think so.
Oh, the camphor. Yeah. Oh, and if anybody ever grew up with camphofinique, oh Lord.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. And the mountains say nice smell too. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to higher elevation, that stuff. It's quite nice. Oh, well, that's good. At least I got a little bit of a cross reference going on there.
Oh my gosh, I cannot stress enough how good that Duke Grand Cru is.
Oh, all right, well, dang! All right, you got to send me a sample of that. I need to try it.
Well, I don't have any more.
I'll keep it on the lookout right here. Oh, you don't? Well, shoot.
Well, I've got that much left in the bottle. I put me in, but this is the part of the show where I say I will continue to put people in until the end of the show, but you have to call attention to it. If I may or may not see it. Oh, camphofinique. Well, I was a kid and my mom, she'd try to put it on like a fever blister or something, and made me want to drink whiskey. Okay, so here's the next hashtag. And I drank some of this earlier. It is Rabbit Hole Derringer, finished in PX sherry casks.
Really? You want? All right. My dog wants to come out. Hang on.
And
you want to come out?
The only reason. There you go. The only reason I put this higher than the Duke Grand Cru.
You don't want to go out there.
Is because it's readily available all the time. People can get it. If Duke Grand Cru was more available, they're right there together. So I decided to put Rabbit Hole at number 3. It is really that good too, though.
Okay. I've seen some of those. I have really not bought myself a bottle of those yet.
Mm-hmm. Man.
The dogs decided they didn't give a dang if it was raining or not. They were going to go out and take a leak.
Guess what number 2 is?
More power to you. I don't know. As far as finished whiskeys?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I'm not sure.
So I got a joke for you.
Okay.
So these moles were tunneling underground, and the daddy mole was out front, the mama mole was keeping up with dad, and the baby mole was behind them. And they go and they poke their noses up out of the ground, and they popped up by a farmhouse, and they were cooking breakfast. And the daddy mole, he goes, "Ooh, I smell bacon." And the mama mole said, "Oh, I smell biscuits, and is that maple syrup? They must be having pancakes." And they looked back at the baby mole, and they said, What do you smell?" And he said, "I don't smell anything but molasses."
You. The molasses. What you want? What?
No, my number
Why you all
two,
up on me?
the number two, it's coming up. It's not here yet.
What?
Is the one I always talk about tastes like molasses.
Oh, I know what that one is.
Yes, sir.
That would be that kind of odd shape.
Hey, if people have been paying attention on this show, they'll know what it is. It's coming up, but we'll get there
Yeah.
shortly. But right now, we're on Rabbit Hole Derringer.
Luckily, I have my backup of that one because I just finished off the first bottle I got of that stuff, and man, that was a really good bottle. It was surprising. It was really surprising. You know, a whole lot from it. You know, it's not a really old distillery, but when I tried it, I'm like, wow. And then it opened up a little bit more, and I'm like, oh wow, this is even better. You know, you go back to the glass, and it's like, holy crap. You know, it just
Mm-hmm.
it just
You
kept
let it
creeping on
sit
you,
there.
kept creeping on you.
You
Yeah,
let it sit there
it's
a little
great
bit
whiskey.
and open up. Oh man! But I didn't like it when I put water in it. It doesn't need
Oh
any
yeah,
water in it. I didn't.
yeah.
No,
Okay, I haven't tried
starts
it with the water.
killing. It starts killing the molasses flavor.
Oh, okay. Tamps everything down a bit.
Yeah, and I like the strength of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 120-ish, somewhere in that mid range,
I'm gonna get a
122.
wee dram of it. Hang on.
Okay.
Just I think everybody already knows what the hell it is, but it's next. But I can't wait till
Yeah.
the half hour because
It's
I'm just getting a
it's one of those.
wee dram.
Oh
Look how dark
yeah,
that is, though.
that's like a half an ounce there.
Hey,
Just enough
that's all
for a
right.
taste.
Just enough for a little
Just enough for
taste.
a taste. Yeah, that's all you need. But man, it was a really good whiskey. It was one of my top whiskeys that I found this year. It really was.
I get excited every time I pour a
You
little
know.
of this.
Yep. I agree, and man, it was just it's a good one. You know, it was one that does better. You know, the longer you can leave it in the glen and just kind of hang out with it. You know, talking with your friends and stuff like that. You know, and then
Mm,
go back to the nose and go back to the nose, and you're like, dang, I didn't. Oh, now I'm catching that. You know,
yeah.
it's one of those whiskeys. I like a
Mhm.
exploratory whiskey.
Oh,
You
it
know,
is.
it's not your plain old. You know, it's take back. It's not that.
No,
You
no.
know,
This one here, I can tell you
that's a good whiskey, but
one thing I've learned about
it's not.
myself.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. One thing I've learned about myself in life, I am right-handed and I'm right eye dominant, but I'm left-footed and I'm left
Yeah.
nostril dominant.
Oh, okay.
I get all my notes out of the left side. I mean, I'll rock
Yeah.
back and forth, but I don't hardly get, and it's not because I can breathe out of both nostrils just fine. It's just I have always nosed on this side, and I
Yeah.
can get way more definitive notes out of that left nostril.
Yeah. I'm right nostril, but
Mm. Oh, that's so good. Man, we are about to spin this things. Yeah, I'm going to spin this one here in about another minute. So hopefully everybody's got their Rabbit Hole Distillery RHD in there, or Derringer. Rabbit Hole Derringer.
go that way. Go that way, Moxie.
Oh, here's another caveat. These were the top 10 finished bourbons from my shelf, okay, that I have on hand. So I didn't include finished bourbons that I've had before that I have a vague memory of that, I included the ones. So like I said, I watched a crap ton of glasses today from last night because I was
Yeah.
trying little tiny sips of all of them,
Hmm.
nosing each one and trying to rank them in order of nose and then rank them in order of taste and all of that. So, yeah, that's kind of the way last night went. It was fun. Well, earlier in the evening, and then I was on with some folks last night too. But I didn't sit up too late because I had already been sipping on a bunch of little things of bourbon, and that weighs heavy on you after a while.
Oh yeah, they creep up on you.
But we are going to spin this thing, and good luck everybody on the Rabbit Hole Derringer 50 entries. Goodness gracious. Tater Dom, that is a plus 50. There's my alarm going off. This is why I wanted to go ahead and start drawing.
Plus 50.
Plus 50.
Wow,
50.
that's a whole lot of points right there.
Sugar Kitty, that's a plus 50.
Yeah.
All right, we got plenty of room to write these plus 50s down. And it's removing people from the drawing as it's coming in. Boom, serendipity. That's the first one tonight. All right, there we go. Now the next one, you stop sharing and get it set up, is what I'm sipping on right now. And it's really good. It's a really good. All right, let's see here. It is unique. I will tell you that. Now you need to be expecting a full finished bourbon. It's not bourbon.
Oh yeah,
it's full finished. You're getting it, but man, it's really good. And it's Rebecca Creek.
Yep, if you can find it.
If you can find it, Rebecca Creek. Yep, Spanish oak. It's double barrel.
Yep, it finished normally and then aged normally and then finished off in Spanish oak for a while. And I think that's what gives it a lot of the different notes that it has.
Man,
and my goodness, it was such a fantastic whiskey.
Gosh, it's good. Yeah.
There she is.
There
Delta.
it is.
Get your butt back inside. Come on, get back in there.
The Rebecca Creek with the burgundy label behind the lettering. Well, at least that's where it is now. I don't know, but that they have different ones. They have a silver behind and all that. But this one, this is the one.
That one. Oh, I have to. 2 thumbs up for that one.
Oh yeah,
because that one was that was surprising to me. You know, when I first got it and I tried it, I'm like, wow. And I give it a couple of minutes and then checked it again, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't notice that. And then a couple of minutes later, I'm like, oh wow, it's this too. And then it was just, it kept evolving in the glass. The more air it got to it, the more it evolved, and the more it tasted a little bit different. And it was one of those really great whiskeys, that you could sit around with for like half an hour with with that much in the glass and be like, wow. Every little sip is something that's slightly different. The nose is slightly different.
I will tell you,
great whiskey.
This will run the gambit of that 24 note nosing kit if you win one. This you could. This every time, and what I would say is pour enough in the glass and really slow sip it, but go through the nosing kit and keep nosing it and keep trying different, but go back to notes from before that, and just do a second round through the nosing kit. Because I guarantee you, if you don't get raisins or fig on this, you're crazy.
Yep.
And if you don't get molasses,
figs, molasses for sure. And not like a backstrap molasses, that really dark molasses. And
it's crazy.
There's so much in that glass, so much.
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy how good this stuff is. And I think now that we're really talking it up. Okay, well, grab it, man. Grab a bottle of it. Dude, grab a bottle of it. It'll be one that you'll slow sip. Trust me, just pour like if you normally have like 2 good pours, just pour a half pour and sit there and enjoy because it's strong, but man, it's got some wow notes in it.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one. I mean, like I said, it's one of the more surprising whiskeys that I bought all year long. You know, definitely in my top 5 for
I mean, how
sure.
many times, Mark, do we buy a bourbon and then we get it home and we're like, that's better than this. It's not as good as that. But
Yeah.
basically, it's kind of in the middle of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, you like everything compares, but then again, a
Oh,
lot of
you've got
your
it.
whiskey that you have, um, you go, it's what you're in the mood for that night,
Oh, caveat,
So
finished. It is definitely finished. It's a
oh yeah,
finished bourbon. Now, if you're a purist and you want the pure bourbon notes, you're not going to get it out of Rebecca Creek. You're not.
no, now it's there. I mean, granted, those notes are there, but they're on the background. You got to
Woo!
dig a little deeper to get you some vanilla
Yeah.
and your normal barrel char and that kind of stuff, like your
Hmm.
normal bourbon notes, but all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can get normal bourbon notes out of this, and a lot cheaper than you're gonna find a lot of other stuff. So
Well, I had it
yeah,
ranked
I know.
on my shelf number 2
Oh, there you go. He ranked it number 2, Jerry. So top
of
5
the
for me.
finished
That's not
bourbons
bad.
I have on my shelf. Right. Yeah.
Well, I just ranked mine top 5 as far as whiskey.
Oh well, I
It
don't
don't
know
have
if
to
I.
be bourbon. It would be mix it in with Irish or Scotch or whatever. But
I don't know if
it's
I'd
just
go that
whiskey in
far.
general.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far because it's definitely a finished bourbon, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, for
Um,
sure.
and I put it number 2 because it is so bold. It is such a bold pour that I put it
Yeah.
number 2, and it will give you a roller coaster ride just with a half ounce of it. You just sip it slow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but I have to
Yep.
spin this thing, so let me get this done, so we will have time to do number 1.
Oh,
Good luck, everybody. All
oh, I
18
pretty good
entries to
one.
the quarterly drawing.
Did I get
And this
in?
is worth 55
Nope.
entries.
I don't think I got
Tater
in.
Dom. Tater Dom. Wow. Plus, Tater Dom we're stacking them up tonight. Just
Cleaning
stacking
up.
them up. He's cleaning up. If I run out of room on anybody's line, it's going to be Tater Dom up there. RB. Oh, first win.
Nice. Good one, RB.
A good one to get. 55 entries. We're going to let the confetti die
Yeah,
down, and I
bold.
will get the last one. This is number 1, worth 60 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Okay, what's number 1 for you?
Well, if people have been paying attention on the show, they may already know. But out of finished, okay, this is Holland's Ghost by Reservoir Distillery.
Ah, okay.
Finished in
The Ardent
hardened
Stout
stout
barrels.
barrels. Yes. And I'll tell you why. Because this is the closest thing that I have ever come to Storytime Distilleries finished one that they had that Shane released
Well,
the
yeah. Which one?
at Christmas time.
The Friday the Freds?
No. The Christmas one. He sent
I've
me
got
another
Friday the
sample.
Freds. I've got a Port Night,
No, it's the Christmas
and
one.
then I've got Old Dragon Bones.
Oh, I've got all that up here, but the Christmas one is the one.
What's
Yeah,
the
it was
Christmas one?
that's from years ago. The
Oh,
Christmas.
I
Yeah.
don't know that one then.
Boy, man, he hit it out of the park on that one. And it was a Cat's
Hmm.
Eye. It was a whiskey from Cat's Eye Distillery, and he had
Oh, okay. That.
done a barrel pick on it, and he called it Christmas. I think he called it Christmas time.
Hmm.
And he just put Christmas on the next bottle that he gave me. I haven't opened it yet because I'm going to drink it this Christmas.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That
and
was
he
before
said
I,
no,
I
he
was
didn't have very
introduced
much
to that.
left. Yeah, he sent me that one, but that's when I finished it, I was still doing my show from over there. when I finished it, I was like trying to just shake one more
Oh,
drop out of it. It was that good.
I got you.
Oh,
Cat's
Obtainium.
eye.
That's it. Obtainium.
Yeah.
That was it. Obtainium. Yeah, the
K
KBBS barrel.
KBBS.
So, Alex, you've
Okay.
had it? Have you had it?
He's probably got a bottle.
Yeah. If you have
Sugar Kitty
that,
probably does.
Holland's Ghost is the closest thing that I've had to Obtainium. That's it. And this is Virginia from Reservoir Distillery, and Reservoir makes really good bourbon at home. And then they send it to, they sell their barrels to a brewery down the street, and they make ardent stout and bourbon barrel aged stout. And then they sell the barrels back, and they do a limited edition Holland's Ghost. Oh, whiskey uncensored. I got you. I got you. I saw that come in.
Hey, Marty's in there. Oh,
We got another.
Moses got both of them. Moses got the Christmas and the
Christmas and Thanksgiving. Yeah.
back in the day.
Oh,
I haven't. I've got. I had a friend of mine send me a sample of the old Dragon Bones, the original one, and then I've got the new one, the Chulabre or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them were fantastic. I kind of like the Chulabre one better. It's an 18-year-old Canadian whiskey.
All right. And, well, I'm about to spin this thing because we're at
high proof.
If I get multiple wins, it might take a few minutes. So let's share this things out. Holland's Ghost. Good luck, everybody. Here we go.
Cheers, Ben.
60 entries to the court. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's Lori. Plus 60, Lori. There you go. Why didn't it remove my name? Still says 19. Maybe Honeykalani. Oh, yep. Honeykalani. Art by Sparkle plus 60. Sparkle. See, I knew this was going to happen. That's why I had to start a few minutes early. Draw again.
Yep.
I just marked ink on my finger.
Oh, okay.
Trying to pick my
cat's eye. That's God, I can't remember the
Serendipity
name.
plus 60 plus 60. Check it out. Man, look at here. When I decide to give away a bunch, look, everybody's getting to dip their toe.
Everybody gets some.
Everybody's dipping their toe in the pool.
Come on, me.
There's Fulton.
Fulton. My goodness.
This may be the only one he was able to enter tonight because he had to practice. But Fulton jumps in.
Thank you. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Gene Nassif.
Jumps in
not
and
remember
gets
his name.
60 entries to the quarterly drawing. Oh, and also, Fulton, I did get you down for the put me in earlier. So you have 80 entries tonight.
Dang.
80. Because he won 60 plus the 20 on the put me in. There's where we stand. I think the big winner tonight was Tater Dom. And, Art by Sparkle and also Honeykalani came in fairly well tonight.
Yeah.
So
all three of them kind of cleaned up tonight for sure.
Yeah. And like in football, they do the 2-minute warning. Yeah. We just hit it. So we have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Mahalo. We would be in Hawaii and they would say stuff, and my buddy, he would say ahala.
I'll holler at you later.
Yeah, I'll holler.
Boy, Highland Park's good stuff.
Man. Woo! Dom, the big winner. Yep. Tater Dom ended up with, that's 165 entries.
Wow. Holy crap.
All together, when I add all this up, 165 entries. Mm-hmm.
Man.
That is intense.
My 20.
Yeah. Oh, you won one, though. You did. You got 50 tonight. You got 50. All right, guys. It is at time. I hope y'all had a good time. Join us each week. They keep getting these entries because we have tons, and the more entries you get, the better chance you have to win. But it only takes one.
There you go.
And hey, it's been great. I had a fun time tonight. It was a good break from work. Love doing this with you guys. So peace, love, and bourbon, man.
Peace, love, bourbon, y'all.